across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Tennessee Titans.
It's time to tighten up. Ladies and gentlemen,
on the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. This guy's got the season started on the right foot, a home victory in the season opener. His counterpart on the Titans sideline is Brian Callahan. His guys, on the other hand, couldn't pull one out last week in the opener, so they're looking for their first win at home here in Week 2. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go through the raindrops here in Nashville. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
a gain of 5
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
43-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Rams first down.
At the 33-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, they go with Porter. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Rams are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, a day 3 pick in the draft this past April.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Jared Verse there to make the tackle.
47-yard line.
3rd and 7.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On 4th down, the former All-Pro Johnny Hecker out to punt for Tennessee. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Stafford gonna give it to Cora. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Draymond Jones able to bring him down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Titans offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch taken here, and it's become right at the 15-yard line. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win at home.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has an ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
From the gun, Here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's good for Rams. First down.
Now a toss. Left side, it's Williams. Room to run inside the 40. And he will score. Kyren Williams. Touchdown Rams. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams are out to a 10-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Jaquan Jackson on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready to get back at it. So far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd and 3 coming up. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
The Titans first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Titan first down.
At the 33-yard line.
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. That's Burks. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
43-yard attempt.
Sly's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 10-3.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They run over center with Williams. And he's going to have the first down. Mark him at the 45 and move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Rams first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's another run here for Williams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, L.A.
Rams first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Second and 10.
Stafford now on second down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, L.A. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out in front by the score of 17-3. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Titans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Greg, when you look at the AFC South, there's an appreciation for what the Houston Texans have done. A couple of different quarterbacks, a couple of different head coaches. They've really been the team over the last several years that has been the team to beat in this division. And for the others, there's been moments. The question is, what pieces can they put together to try to knock Houston off the top?
Yeah, and you know, nobody wants to be in a rebuild, right, Mike? Your coach got fired probably for a reason. You're drafting at the top of the draft order for a reason. Typically means things didn't go great. But if you're going to rebuild, I'll tell you, you want to do it in a division where there's a lot of wins on your schedule, and that's certainly the AFC South over the last couple of years. So as bad as things feel if you're Jacksonville and Tennessee, the fact that there's not a big dog in your division, your ability to find yourself climbing up the ladder is not as far as away as it might seem in the moment.
And, Greg, I've heard you say a bunch of times, if you have a quarterback, you have a chance. Well, both of the teams at the bottom of the division last year, Jacksonville and Tennessee, they've got #1 overall picks as their quarterbacks. One who's been around for a bit in Trevor Lawrence and one who's recently been drafted in Cam Ward. They have to be #1 overall pick performers for these teams to come to challenge at the top.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And with Trevor Lawrence, Mike, we've seen him play top-tier #1 overall, got a big new contract. I mean, we've seen him play franchise quarterback level ball. It just hasn't been frequent enough. And then, of course, in Tennessee with Cam Ward, we're not sure what it's going to look like, but we knew in college he was incredible. So if they get the Cam Ward we saw last year at Miami, if he brings that culture-changing presence on and off the field in that locker room to Tennessee, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jacksonville and Tennessee higher up that list.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got a Conquo. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Titans.
Now the jet sweep. They give it to Ridley. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
That's another Titans first down.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy,
and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll get this out wide. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans and cut into the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's good for a Rams first down.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
throwing again is Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half as that one's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And it's the Raiders quarterback. He's going to scramble for this one and take it in. 4 yards away, touchdown. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is C.J. Stroud. Well done here. It's a touchdown. The Texans are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Eagles. And it's last year's Offensive Player of the Year, Saquon Barkley. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. The Eagles are able to come away with their first victory on the season. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Titans offense and their running back set to go once more. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime, each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more, and you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival, so you won a coin toss and you get the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field, a lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua. It covers 51 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
More yards. That's another Rams.
On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
That's another Rams first down. A gain of 5.
They put Adams in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. For Adams, it's career touchdown number 104. Third amongst active players, but his first as an LA Ram. Hardy now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead.
27, Titans 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Jackson now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags will also play in London week 6 and 7. Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10, and then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid, week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. They'll look to throw. Look wide, get this one complete, and he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 37.
Third and a long way to go. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now on 3rd and long. The ball comes out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Big loss on the play.
After these kind of plays, Mike, you just wish the sideline was a mile away, because you know when you get there, you are going to catch an earful. They stress all week, ball carriers.
So Brian Callahan reaches for the flag, and this will be challenged.
Under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that challenge, a successful one. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense. They're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They put Adams in motion. They'll try to run for it with Williams.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Rams will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete.
23 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
Back to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Catch made there by Burks. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And the defense hands him up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down for Tennessee. He'll stay on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 23-yard line.
Open right side is Okonkwo. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's taken in by Burks. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Titans. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The Titans will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And first down, it is Williams. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Atwell sent in motion here. Williams gets it on the draw. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
A gain of 14.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Williams. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's going to go backwards again. The defense coming up big, forcing 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This a 44-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Rams will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Thrown away and incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He'll look deep here for Burks. And penalty flags come in as it winds up Incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.